1945, Nyerere was pursuing his bachelor degree in Kampala, Uganda, at one of the most prestigious universities in Africa, Nyerere University. During his studies, look at how committed the man was. Despite the wrangles of the atmospheres of the world during the Second World War, to him, that was nothing. He went on with his studies and successfully made it to have his bachelor degree in 1945 from Nyerere University, Kampala, Uganda. He knew the Colonial masters are British and are from Scotland and England. Let me go to learn the cultures of our colonials. That's why he did not talk to someone else, but Edinburgh, Scotland, and there he went. He started a very community student because he was very talented. He opted for economics. By the year 1952, he managed to make it. But as he was studying, his dream and ambition, plus enthusiasm, was back in Tanganyika, where Kawawa and the Rice were busy mobilizing for independence. So Nyerere was always in touch with Tanganyika people to make sure that as he is back from studies, nothing will become a barrier in liberating Tanganyika. When he was back, just 3 years later, TAP was formed. 2 years later, from 1952 to 1954, on 7th day of July, TAP became into existence. The colonial masters at that time thought that Nyerere and his followers were just nothing but just a congregation of people. They did not think it come to be that much stronger. So they kept on undermining it. But in reality, TAP was a very big threat to colonialists. And that is what later materialized in Peru. In 1958, there was an election. I think that one have been told by the teachers then, especially SSG and Simba. That same election was a game of gambling for rich, thinking that it's the time where Nyerere and his people could collapse and finally lose hope. It was a dream that started in pain. TAP made it very strongly, the thing that they did not even expect. Imagine victorious that election. And TAP started sending wave shots to the colonial masters. They had now started feeling at home. Of those we thought to be hatred, they are true followers of youth. Kampala Nyerere. When you talk of hatred are people who pretend to be your followers, but in reality, they have some other interests behind it. But followers are true people who are committed, having the same interest as from his margin of fighting for independence of Tanganyika. Are you ready to be like Nyerere? You have seen that your friend is already in jail. Will you keep on moving ahead? Will you keep on moving ahead? Yes. Your friends, like Jomo Kenyatta, your friends, like a man, Kenneth Kaunda of Zambia, your friend, Mugabe of Zimbabwe, your friend, Agostino Neto of Angola, are in jail. Will you keep on moving ahead? Yes. That is it. So, I have decided to take this piece of what was about Nyerere so that one day it may not become a problem to get other Nyereres from amongst you. After that, general election, landslide victory, Nyerere now had an option, but no on the gates of the colonial masters. I knew it was not an easy task. After peace knocking, what they respond is nothing but a bullet. You know what's the bullet? Yes. Somebody may ask you where the bullet is towards your head, and the finger is on the trigger. How on the trigger? When you put like this, what comes is not a stone, but a piece of rubber, which can take down an elephant. What about you? So Nyerere did not mind about what will happen. He knocked on the gates of the colonial masters. The answer was very disappointing. To him, he only told them, it is now time for Tanganyika to be free. They asked him again, what? He did not change the statement. He said it is now the high time for Tanganyika's independence. They said, fine, we shall need more from you. Go back or we shall summon you in a day. On 29 July 1960, Nyerere was summoned again at the state house, the current state house in Dar es Salaam, where they thought, after being summoned there to be called there, he would fear and change the stance. They asked him once again, what were you talking about yesterday? The man, without any hesitation, stated in a low voice, but clear, it is the high time for Tanganyika's independence. The colonial masters looked at each other, thinking maybe the man has done this and suffering from stroke, malaria. What are you talking about? It is high time for Tanganyika's independence in 9 years. That was almost the way to the colonial masters. They had no choice but to start negotiating what actually should be done. Number one, they thought of intimidation strategy to intimidate Julius Nyerere as other areas have been doing, such as Zimbabwe, Zambia, but that time those were North and Southern Asia. Kaunda and Zimbabwe were not at peace. Down there in Namibia, nothing was okay. In Congo, Rangos were on. In Kenya, the same took place. So, intimidation strategy was number one. They started intimidating Nyerere. His statement remained the same. It is high time for Tanganyika to be free. It is high time for Tanganyika to be free. And that was the statement of every follower of Julius Nyerere. Therefore, it's another lesson. Make sure in anything you are striving for, we must have true followers. Having hatred behind those may let you down at a moment you don't expect. Take that Nyerere had true followers. Every night on January 1961, a mark was given that Tanganyika may probably become independent today. Nyerere said, independence today will have been late for 1 year. He did not say thank you, but still showed them that he was predetermined. Independence today will have been late for 1 year. They take their match again. What is this happening now? Where is it getting this started? Nyerere made the mistake that we don't need the classification of people in our own country. What is that classification? The class of people who were there. Listen carefully. Today, we enjoy the fruits from the trees Nyerere planted. During those days, the classification of people was especially services, social services. We had schools for Africans. Listen carefully. We had schools for Africans, which we have called the poorest point of course. We had schools for Indians and South Africa as a free country on 19 December 1961, means 11 months later after the first proclamation of independence. After that time, it was just a trick still, if you remember. It was not a complete independence. It was not a complete independence. Because despite there being the Prime Minister, yet he had to report to another big man. I think you know who was that big man. Who was that? Who was that big man where Nyerere had to report? Nyerere had no powers of deciding everything. Had to report to a certain big man for him to say no.
Queen Elizabeth.
Huh?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth is a queen, okay. But right. We have the governor who was still with us here, the governor, and that was Richard Kambu. This again annoys Julius Simba to the maximum. That it is saying we are free, but we cannot decide on our own accords. But we report to somebody who may make us say yes or no. Yet again, not all the gates of the foreign master. Second, we need a complete independence. We need a complete independence. The question to him was very brutal. We need an independence, and this is what we have. What else do you need? He said, there is no independence at which you can do nothing out of somebody else's decision. We need a complete independence. That statement sends another shockwave to the colonial masters. They got shocked. What can be done to suppress these men? It was too late to catch a moving train. A year later, 1962, the 9th day of December, Tanganyika became a republic. Nyerere was the first president of Tanganyika. By that time, we had what we would say a complete independence. Now, of you up to this moment, plus those ups and downs Nyerere went through, who can be the next Nyerere amongst you? No one. Become the next Nyerere amongst you. Very few. Thank you. Claps in your hands. Children, listen very carefully. The formula for success is just one. The formula for any success is just one. Commitment. That is number one. Commitment. Number two, confidence. When you are committed and confident, succeeding is never a problem. Number three, focus. So never lose your focus. So how we be engaged and what can we do out of the resources we have in Tanzania? Why can't we do the same out of resources we have in Africa? Nyerere was very much abominated to have the interesting continent working with the poorest Africans. The question that reads the head of every academician in Africa: we have the richest continent, but the poorest Africans. This is not acceptable. As we are here, raising up your brains, you need to have that question: what is wrong? Why is Tanzania rated as one of the poorest countries in Africa in front of the world? Why what we have is far, far richer than that in the United States of America, than that in Canada, that in the United Kingdom, that in France. Germans don't have what we have, but yet they are very, very, very far away when it comes to economic status. Why? What is wrong? That was a part of what cracking Nyerere's head. He wanted one day our country to shine, as those countries had been visiting to shine. Now, it is you, the next leaders, to make use of the resources we have so that we can make our country a dream that we need to have. Is that not possible? Praise. Praise. Something's wrong here. It is you now to get that equation. Solve the equation of two unknowns, x and y. Okay? Means x service against the price, x and y. So that get y is from this and x is from this. Make every person and have water. Are you ready to become the next Nyerere? Knocking on the gates of colonial masters was not a discourse. Listen to the punishment leaders used to get in Africa. Look at this. How many of these speakers? 5 guys. If you knock on the gates of the colonial master, one of the easiest punishments to the gate is chopping out. To chop off one of your fingers today. They put your fingers on the front surface, a perfect close, one of your fingers gets chopped off. Then they ask you again, are you still talking of independence? African leaders used to say yes, they chop another off. Are you still talking of independence? They kept saying yes, they chop off another. But finally, our countries became free. There was no freedom that came out of this. No freedom was just matter, let's take it, never. There was no easy task. It was very, very pernicious. It was very, very dangerous. Children, talking about independence in Africa, are the equal chances between death and survival. Are equal chances between death and survival. Now, after offering peace free social services, which in fact are the basic human needs, and human rights, according to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of 10th December 1948. Public education was among that. If you remember, purpose was right to life. Public education was a part of it. Social services, including water and whatever, were among those brought. So the Nyerere gave out free. What if we were to pay this much amount of money you're paying today? Would I become who I am today? From a poor village in far a Hamuro district? Never. Today, that would be a different man from that we're seeing here. And it would be the free services from Julius Kabarake Nyerere. Industrialization. It had only three formula that I can't make it, and I will make it. That's the message. Number 2, commitment. He was very much committed. He did not fear, he did not hesitate in anything. As I told you, to know what the case of following masters was something not easy. And since now seen others being told of their figures, having seen others have been dumped in jails for a number of years and years, some have been repatriated to where they didn't even was not even disclosed. So it was very dangerous. That's for him. And a strong backup of Kawawa, Rashidi of the Kawawa and others of that time. Nyerere made to make it. Finally, after quitting the office, left for Arias and will take over, Nyerere did not rest. Continues to support other African countries to be free, continues to mediate, pacify, to make those countries in wrangles like Rwanda, Congo, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and others of that time to be free. Are you confident? Are you courageous? These are the things you need to have. Those are the things you need to have. Nyerere had no issues of corruption. Is our country free from corruption? No. Corruption has become a part of our life. May I thank you for listening? School management for preparing this important event, for honoring our founding father, but most for giving this opportunity to Mr. Simba, because this school is very resourceful, having lots of resourceful people. Why did not them? It was just a matter of research and data, I think, very much. God bless you. Thank you for listening.
No, thank you. Very good. Still in one class. When he was explaining, he talked about discrimination. When this colonial rule were in Tanzania, it's against us. Who can give me one area in which it is the colonial rule discriminates us? Education. Very good.